So if you've watched one of the previous videos, I don't know which one, I talked about the smoothie, my daily smoothie, and this is it. It's been my first calories every day for like 2 months, probably. This time I didn't have just kale because Walmart, the fresh kale there did not look good. So I just went with one of those bags of spinach and kale mix, and that works just as well. But yeah, frozen fruit, banana, BPN protein powder, and it's 350 calories, 50 grams of carbs, 30 grams of protein, and 6 grams of fat. So it's not that much calories to start. It's just super satisfying, tastes really good, and I think banana is the key because that makes it like creamy. But what I do recommend too, if you don't want to be buying bananas every so often, buy them and peel them and put them in plastic bags and freeze them. And then when you're ready to make your daily smoothie, just take out a full banana that's frozen and throw it in, and that'll make it probably even creamier with it being frozen. So this is my first meal of the day. And typically, it depends if I work out or not in the morning. If I do run first thing in the morning, I will have this immediately afterwards, just because obviously I'm going to be a lot more hungry after a workout, and our bodies need calories right after, especially protein, carbs. But if I don't work out right away in the morning, I'll have this at about 11 a.m. and it's my first calories of the day. And the reason why I do that is because I don't want to have very little calories left at the end of the day to where I'm sitting around and that's all I'm thinking about is food once I'm out of calories, or if I know I only have like 200 calories left. I'd rather have the majority of my calories a couple hours before bed, which calorie timing, carb timing, any food timing does not matter that much unless it affects your sleep. I promise you it does not affect your body composition. So if I know we've all heard it before that carbs before bed are bad, but that is false. If you're still living by that, I encourage you to be open-minded and move on from that, because I know how much that could like kind of own your mind. So just a thought. That's why I like to have the majority of my calories for later in the day. So it's about 11 a.m., 11:30 right now, getting 350 calories in, and I still have plenty more to come for later in the day. So I can't wait. I'm gonna have this, and then I might eat a little something before I go lift here, but I'll show you if I do. So cheers. A little corn accent, a little dumbbell accent. Is accent the right word? Background, whatever. Corn, dumbbells, earn your beer. That's what's up. I want to share with you guys one of my favorite bicep exercises, and if you do it correctly, that's the key though. To do it correctly, it is killer. It's a good pump, and it burns, and it's effective. So it's hanging concentration curl, basically. So I'm doing it more of a hammer grip. So when I come up, the head's gonna come up first, it's not gonna come up sideways. You can do it either way, but today I'm doing it hammer style. So that's the key right there, is keep the elbow as stationary as possible. As I'm staring at myself on the screen, you guys are my mirror, and slight pause at the top and control through the whole thing. Because one of the biggest mistakes I see people doing, like with curls, see they'll like swing it like this, and that's not isolating the bicep. You're using momentum to get it up. So eliminate any type of momentum. Think about it that way. Control it throughout and feel how bad it burns. Like, let your ego go control and lower the weight if you have to, because controlling is so much more important. Just a little tip for you guys. Put it to use and see how massive your biceps get. Now that we got a good pump, bicep pump, tricep pump, arm pump, it's time to go eat meal number 2 for the day. I did not eat anything after that smoothie, so I am ready to eat. So this next meal, this is my favorite one of the week that I'm having every single day. So let's go. Second meal of the day, Tater Tot Hotdish. If you don't know, you're not from the Midwest. So if you're from the Midwest, you know exactly what this is. But as far as macros go for this, it, like for the entire pan is 3,682 calories. And what I decided after I made it was that I was gonna break it down into 6 meals for 6 days. And after calculating it out per meal, what I'm gonna do too is look at the pan, and I'm just gonna eyeball 1/6 of the pan and put it on my plate. So the macros per serving are only this is 614 calories right here, 50 grams of protein, 39 grams of carbs, and 27 grams of fat. So it's definitely low on the carb side, but we'll be making up for that later. And I'll show you guys what I'm gonna have on the side with this, because obviously if you're any type of diet, this would not be healthy. This would be considered unhealthy. But if you're tracking your calories and macros and you use the flexible dieting, or if it fits your macros style of approach for nutrition, this is completely fine. That's the best part about tracking your food, is that nothing's off limits and you can make this type of food fit into your daily nutrition. Like I promise all of you could eat this meal every single day and see amazing results. But it's not just going to be based off this meal. It depends on what you're having for your other meals as well. And for the side, 3 clementines and Honeycrisp apple, the best apple. If you don't agree, fight me. But yeah, this is what I'm going to do. I'm having these on the side because more nutritional value. Alright, so here is my third main meal of the day, and this is a different day sim meal because all week I've been eating the same thing, but I have adjusted the rice a little bit depending on how many carbs I need for that specific day. So today we got 100 grams of raw rice, so I weigh it beforehand and then I cook it. So it's based on the raw weight, which that's the most accurate way to go about it. But that's just me being picky as well. I like to be as precise as I possibly can. But then alongside it is just chicken breast, 8 ounces. So the 3 chicken breasts I cooked were about 2.5 pounds worth. So I'm dividing that into 5 meals and I'll get 8 ounces of chicken breast per meal. So I'm just eyeballing that once again. And for veggies, this ginger garlic stir fry kit. This is the first time I've ever used any of these, but I looked at the macros and it's not like crazy loaded with like sugar. There's definitely more sugar in it, but it's not like there's a bunch of added fat from like ranch or other things like that. But I did have to add a little bit of olive oil to cook them in the pan, but olive oil is great stuff, good for you. This stuff is pretty good, but I don't think I'll get it again, honestly. I'd rather, like the sauce just didn't mesh well. I don't know what it is, but it's not bad, but I don't think it was good enough to utilize it again. I'd rather just make asparagus or some other amazing, like my honey bacon Brussels sprouts. Oh, yum. But yeah, I'm gonna mix these together. I'm out of big plates, so I'm kind of gonna, you know, maneuver around it. But one thing that I have been doing too is, is adding a little bit extra of this teriyaki marinade, sugar-free. This is so good as far as for like fat loss. If you're wanting something that has some amazing flavor but not loaded with calories, and it'll just make your food a lot more enjoyable. The G-Hues, I'll always swear by this stuff. This one's teriyaki marinade, but the one I'm out right now is the orange ginger. I think that's what it is. And that one is my favorite by far. So if you see it, grab it, try it, and I'm more than confident that you'll like it. So I'm gonna mix this all together, eat it, and as far as macros go, this is 736 calories for this meal. 58 grams of protein, 100 grams of carbs, and only 8 grams of fat. So with that being said, after this meal, I'm only gonna be at about 45-ish grams of fat for the day. So I'm definitely gonna have some peanut butter a little later. So I'm not gonna show you guys the later meals because it's pretty basic stuff. And then as far as carbs go for later on, these are amazing. The cinnamon roll frosted mini wheats. Oh, I highly recommend those. And that's gonna be for carbs if I need some extra carbs. And if I need a little bit of protein, what I do is I mix this in the cereal. So instead of pouring the milk directly over the cereal, I'll put it in a shaker, and then if I need like 12 grams of protein or something more, I'll put in half a scoop and mix it together, and it gives it the extra sweetness, even though it's already amazing, but that makes it even better. So cinnamon roll and cinnamon roll. So hey, perfect marriage right there, right? And that's what I've been eating all week long. The Tater Tot hot dish was my reward type of meal. I do this most weeks where I have one meal that is a little bit more of a treat that I can look forward to, but the other meals are extremely nutrient dense and very quality food. So I'm getting in lots of nutrients, and they're typically composed of a lot more whole single ingredient foods, whole natural foods, such as like the rice on the side, chicken, and veggies. I know, yes, the sauce with the stir fry, yeah, that's a little bit processed, but it's not the end of the world. It's not like an insane amount. And if you made it this far into the video, I know I've been doing a ton of talking during them. I appreciate you very much for just listening to me. And if there's anything that you want to see, or that you have questions about, just comment them below, and I'll kind of base my videos off based off what you guys recommend and want to see more of. So with that being said, we're out, and always remember, never off track. Use that mindset. There's always something you can do to support your health and fitness. So cheers.